What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Week 10 power rankings. So yeah, let's just get straight into this. And remember, if you guys like these videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel, as it really does help. So yeah, let's just get straight into this. Okay, so at the number one spot, I just kept the Chiefs there. They didn't really okay, I'm just gonna say like the Steelers too, because like they're basically in the same boat. At number two, I also had the Steelers, just kept both of them at the same spot. So like basically, if one of them just blew out like the bad team that they were playing, I would have moved them up, or so if the Chiefs blew out the Panthers, I would have kept them at number one, obviously, and if the Steelers blew out the Cowboys, I would have put them at number one. But neither did that. Both were very close games. And yeah, so I don't really know what to take away from that. Like maybe it was just an off week for both of them, and maybe they'll rebound next week. But yeah, so I like can't move them down just because they won, but like not really too impressed there. Okay. Also another reason why I can't move them down is because like they both freaking beat this team, the Baltimore Ravens, who I have at number three. I'll move them up 2 spots after that win against the Indianapolis Colts. They're previously at 5 because they like lost to the Steelers. Didn't want to move them too down because the Steelers are a good team. But yeah, now they're back at 3, and they've like been the top 5 for I think like the whole time. So yeah, kudos to them. So the Baltimore Ravens, a very good team. Like they put up 24 points against a very good Indianapolis Colts defense. So maybe the offense is getting like back in track, and Lamar Jackson is actually getting better. And their defense is obviously amazing. So yeah, have them at number 3. Okay, number 4, I have the Bills. Move them up 2 spots because they beat a very good football team in the Seattle Seahawks. And they like not only beat them, like they put up so many points against them. And even though the score is like fairly close at the end, like it really wasn't that close. And yeah, they like basically like blew them out, except for the score didn't really agree. Okay, at number 5, I have the Saints. Move them up 6 spots. Yeah, I realized I had them a little bit low last week at number 11, but they're up to number 5 now. I didn't want to move them any higher just because like they've like looked bad at times, specifically that game against the Raiders and also the game against the Packers, but they looked amazing against the Buccaneers. And they blew them out again, 35-3 this time. So yeah, they deserve to be in the top 5 after beating what many people were saying the best team in the NFC. Okay, at number 6, I have the Packers. Move them up 4 spots. Like this is just because like they blew out the 49ers, even though like they definitely should have won that game. Good, but with the 49ers have like everyone on the injury report. But yeah, okay, so just put the Packers here. They've looked like good against bad teams. But like if they're like trailing, it's like sort of what we say with the Ravens. Like if they're trailing, they like kind of suck. So I don't really know where to put them. So I'll leave them at number 6. Okay, at number 7, I have the Titans. Move them up 2 spots. Why did I move them up 2 spots? I think they were on bye. Wait, were they on bye? Wait. Oh yes, okay, I remember. Oh god, yeah, that's embarrassing. Yeah, so they beat the Bears, yes, the Bears shut them out for like the first 3 quarters, I think. So yeah, they deserve to be moved up. Just like can't really move them up too high, just because like that loss to Cincinnati still sticks in my head. Okay, number 8, I have the Seattle Seahawks with them down 5 spots for that loss to the Buffalo Bills. Oh god. Right, they like well, they can't because the trade deadline's over, but like they have to like upgrade that defense in like the next draft and like free agency or whatnot, because like they're like wasting that like amazing offense with that terrible defense. And if they really just had a defense, like a decent defense, they'd like be much higher, but like they just have a terrible defense. So yeah, I'm put them at number 8. Number 9, I have the Buccaneers, just because like they haven't looked good in the past 2 weeks. They looked terrible against the Giants, somehow won that game, and then they looked terrible against the Saints and got blown out 35-3. So you don't really know what you're going to get with them. And I think the problem really started like because Antonio Brown got to the Buccaneers. Like I think he got to the Buccaneers like before that Monday Night Football game. So like if you take all the games that since Antonio Brown has got there, like they really haven't looked good. And Antonio Brown's apparently here to stay. So you don't I don't expect them to play really too well in the next few weeks. Okay, number 10, I have the Dolphins. And if you guys like don't believe me, like I actually picked the Dolphins to like make the playoffs as the seventh seed. Go watch my NFL prediction videos if you haven't to like see. Like I actually picked the Dolphins and the Cardinals to be on in the Cardinals to be the seventh seeds in their conferences, and they very well could be right now. So yeah, I'm definitely a prophet. Right. So anyways, I have the Dolphins at number 10 for that win against the Cardinals. That was a thriller, and now like Tua really just proved that he could actually be very good in this league. Like in like his first week, he played the Rams. Didn't really do too much. But yeah, now he's really like had a very big game, and he actually came away with the win. Okay, at number 11, I have the Cardinals, move them down 4 spots just for that loss against the Dolphins. And really, the only reason I have them at 11, I want to put them higher, but like I can't put them ahead of the Dolphins when they just lost to the Dolphins. So yeah, I'll just leave them at 11 here. Okay, at number 12, I have the Raiders, move them up 1 spot for that win. Yeah, don't really know too much about the Raiders. Like, they could have just lost that game if it wasn't for, I think like the person just dropped it in the end zone and that's why they lost. So yeah, don't really know too much about them. Like, they look amazing on some weeks and then they just look terrible on others. Very inconsistent. Okay, at number 13, I have the Indianapolis Colts, move them down 5 spots for that loss against the Ravens. And like they were winning in the first half, and then like they just didn't score another point for the rest of the second half. Like, come on, you gotta be better than that. Yeah, don't trust Philip Rivers, and yeah, that's why I have them at number 13, even though the defense is amazing. Okay, number 14, I have the Rams. They were on a bye week, so like not really too much to say there. Okay, number 15, I have the Browns. They were also on a bye week, I think, so yeah, nothing too much to say there. Okay, number 16, I have the Eagles. The Eagles were also on a bye week, so like nothing too much to say there. Okay, number 17, I have the Falcons, who won their second straight game, so it looks like that firing of Dan Quinn actually worked out well for them, and they're starting to like look like a real football team and taking good strides in the right direction, even though it's probably the wrong direction because now you're like giving up one of your top pick. Like if you sucked it up this season, you'll probably get a top 5, top 10 pick. But now you're probably not going to get that. Okay, number 18 of the Vikings for, again, their second straight win. This one going against the Lions. And yeah, you really just gotta, like, honestly, like, you just gotta put them up here because they're actually looking like the football team that made the playoffs last season. Okay, number 19, I have the 49ers, dropped them down 4 spots for that ugly loss. And I know everyone's on the injury report, but like I'm not judging you based on like who's on the injury report. I'm judging you on how you're playing right now, and right now they aren't really good, obviously, because all the players are injured. Okay, number 20, I have the Bears, moved them down 4 spots. Oh god, dude, the Bears, I think 2-game losing streak. Yeah, they've like looked kind of terrible. Their offense in particular, their defense is still very good, but their offense just sucks. Like they got shut out in the first 3 quarters against the Tennessee Titans, which aren't like who don't have like a very good defense. So yeah. All right, at 21, I have the Bengals. They were on bye, so just kept them in the same spot. Number 22, I have the Chargers. Dropped them down 2 spots just because like they just can't finish out games. Like if they could, they'd actually like have a very good record right now. But yeah, they just can't finish out games. Okay, number 23 of the Broncos, moved them down 1 for that loss against the Falcons, and like they start terribly, and then the fourth quarter they like pick it up. But yeah, like you just can't be a very good football team if like for 3 quarters you just play like terrible. Okay, number 24 of the Giants, move them up 5 spots for that win against the football team, and like really the only reason I moved them up this high, like they're like trending in the right direction. I think they actually like do have their coach now, and their team like is playing very hard, and they've actually like shown signs to be a very good football team. And like the reason I moved them specifically at 24 is because at 25 at the football team, gotta put them ahead of the football team because they beat them twice, which incidentally are their only 2 wins. But yeah, okay, put the football team here. Drop them down 1 spot. But I am excited because they do have Alex Smith at quarterback, who is a very good football player and quarterback, and yeah, I'm excited to see where he can take that team. Like they could still win the NFC East, like that's how bad the division is. Okay. At number 26, I have the Texans, move them up 2 spots, and like again, like same thing with the Giants. You only 2 wins are against a terrible team, so like you don't really like you can't really hold too much stock in that. But they do have 2 wins, so it's just like, oh yeah, the Texans really aren't that good. Oh god, they almost traded away Will Fuller too. That would be atrocious there. Okay, number 27, I have the Panthers, move them down 1 spot. Probably shouldn't have moved them down a spot, to be honest. They played very well against the Kansas City Chiefs, but they did lose. Just, customary, just move the team down if they lose. But yeah, I'm like the Panthers are very dangerous, and like I feel like they're still rebuilding. But watch out for them as they could be very good. Okay, at number 28, I have the Lions. Also moved them down 3 spots because like that lost the Vikings. Like that was a very winnable game. The Vikings aren't really the greatest of teams right now, and you're basically just choking away your playoff aspirations. And like you like traded for all these players, like you traded for Evans and Griffin at the trade deadline. And where is that getting you now? Like you literally traded away your future, which is your draft capital, to get all these players, and now you're losing more games, and it looks like a full-on rebuild. So yeah. Okay, number 29 with the Patriots, move them down 2 spots. Like how do you beat the Jets only on a game-winning field goal? Wait, it's the Jets. You're meant to beat them like by a lot, dude. They're the worst team in the NFL. Okay, yeah. So number 30 of the Cowboys, didn't move them up or down just because they could close out that game. Number 31 of the Jaguars, number 32 of the Jets. I told you I'd only move one of them up if one of them wins another game. And the Cowboys came close, and if they beat the Steelers, I want to move them up like a ton, but yeah, they didn't win. So anyways, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you guys did, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Too easy!